I've never had any major placements as of this video, but I have made music with other artists. I've made music with labels, small labels, but any opportunity is better than no opportunity a lot of the times. Well, there's this thing going around that artists are taking part of the songwriter's royalties, saying that they participated in writing the song when they indeed did not. So on Tiffany Red's Instagram, her Instagram stories, she uploaded these like photos, and I want to talk about it. The first one she uploaded that I saw says, "How does an artist make money?" See, in my previous video I made, I said that artists don't make money from like their song being on the radio, their song getting on Spotify and Apple Music and Pandora, things like that, unless they participated in the songwriting. They don't get paid. They don't get like some kind of like performance royalties just for it being their voice. So in order for them to get paid, publishing and songwriting royalties, stuff like that, for them to get paid for that, they have to either have contributed to the songwriting or be listed as a songwriter or publisher on their own music. So what they're saying is some artists are listing themselves as a songwriter even whenever they didn't participate in the songwriting. But some of the artists are participating in the songwriting. So this first image that she uploaded says, "How does an artist make money?" The next one says live touring. They've got the tickets there. TV performances and VIP meet greets. Okay, that's nice. So if they did not participate in songwriting, they can still get paid to tour. They can get paid to perform the song on TV, and of course they get paid for meet and greets and VIP and stuff like that. Okay, what else does it say? They get paid for their merch, their t-shirts, their hats, their coffee mugs, their signed albums and photographs. They get brand partnerships and endorsements and sponsorships. Also features, like if somebody else wants them on their song, they get paid to feature on that song. Even if they didn't write it, they get paid a fee to feature. That's nice. And then they also get paid for private performances like corporate events and weddings and things of that nature, birthday parties. They get points on the master. Okay, that's cool. Sound exchange. Okay, sound exchange. That's nice. That's nice. And publishing. Looks like a TikTok little icon. Okay. It says, "How does a songwriter make money?" Publishing. Okay. Oh, it's a little music note. I thought it was TikTok. Okay. It says, "And yet, more and more often, songwriters are being asked to give up publishing to artists who did not contribute to the composition in any way. It's time to make changes. Pay songwriters." And then it says, "Here are the facts. In 2022, the global recorded music industry earned 26 billion in revenue, and 65% of that came from streaming. Songwriters contributed to that success." Says it's hard for many songwriters to make a livable wage from the songs they write. Songwriters make 15% of total streaming revenue in the US, while record labels make 52 to 57%. Woo-wee! And DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, etc., make 27 to 32% of another person's music just for distributing it and giving people a way of listening to it. That's crazy. It says the current streaming system operates on a pro rata model, meaning that the most played songs receive the highest payouts. Consequently, this structure heavily favors popular singles, resulting in a financial disadvantage for middle class songwriters. Sometimes artists or their representatives receive publishing rights for songs they didn't contribute to, which reduces the royalties received by actual songwriters. While this doesn't apply to everyone, it does occur frequently. There have been times when songwriters are strongly encouraged not to attempt to negotiate with artists and labels for a songwriter fee or session fee. Songwriters, classified as independent contractors, are denied the majority of the rights of someone self-employed, including receiving payment for their services and having a service agreement. Ooh. What can you do? If you're a songwriter, charge a songwriting fee and master points for your song's first use. When a songwriter and producer creates a copyrighted song, they hold the exclusive right to control the release of the first official recording of their work. The artist and label are legally required to obtain permission to release the song, and this is when negotiations for a songwriter fee and master points for the songwriters can take place. It's important that all songwriters and producers involved in the song agree on this decision because only one of the copyright holders need to approve the first use of the song. If you're a producer, manager, or publisher, support songwriters charging a songwriter fee, a songwriting fee, and master points for the song's first use. Achieving systemic changes that benefit everyone requires collective effort and unity. For example, when songwriters earn more, it will benefit managers through commissions, while producers can also benefit by keeping their fees intact without sharing them with songwriters. This, in turn, leads to fewer dissatisfied writers for publishers as they gain a new income stream to depend on. The music industry relies on songwriters and producers, baby, as the driving force behind its multi-billion-dollar ecosystem. Their talent for crafting lyrics and melodies is crucial for creating compelling and commercially successful music. Without the contributions of songwriters, the industry would lack the creative foundation necessary for its functioning and would be unable to captivate audiences worldwide. Pay songwriters. Wow. Okay. Okay. So whenever you are going to write a song with people, you have to negotiate. Okay, this is the fee I want up front, and I want songwriter royalties. I want my songwriter credits, because if it's work for hire, the people will just pay you and then you don't get any royalties. But it's like I said in the previous video, if they don't use the song, you just wasted your time writing a song for someone and they get to keep it for free. If they never use it and you never make any money off of it, you pretty much just gave them that song. But if you're writing with other writers, it is definitely different, because it's like Beyonce, she hires people to come to a songwriting camp. You're writing with other people, or you duck off by yourself and start writing by yourself. But I do feel like it's fair for people to receive some kind of compensation, because we have to pay to get there. We got to book flights and hotels and come out of our pockets to be there for them. It pays off in the end if your song is chosen, but if your song isn't chosen, it just really sucks, because now you just took a hit, and it's not a platinum hit. It's a negative bank account hit. And those aren't the kind of hits we want, you know what I'm saying? So, what can we do? Well, artists and labels have to be willing to pay a fee up front. For what? And give royalties. If they're not willing to do that, then maybe they could just, I don't know. There will always be people who will take the deal because they just want the opportunity. Like me right now, I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I don't have $100,000 in my bank account right now. So I definitely need help. I definitely need a gig. I need some good songwriting gigs. And if I'm not able to pay my bills, then my apartment won't stay up. Of course, I work for the post office, so I'm getting money, but not that kind of money. I'm not getting the money to live the life I want. But if a songwriter writes a song and they're only getting a small portion of the percentage of the songwriter royalties, especially if they wrote the whole song, like say you write the song and make the beat, and then you only get 15%. It's like, dang, you did all the work. You wrote the song and the beat. I feel like if an artist is on it, they are making the song, but if they didn't write on it, there has to be some other way to pay artists for radio streams and like streams on Spotify, well, radio plays and streams on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. There should be a different way for artists to get paid for their music to be heard if they're not actually a songwriter. That way, they don't feel like they have to take money from songwriters' pockets. They'll be able to just get the artist's money, the money money from like some kind of radio performance royalties or something like that, because their voice is the one that makes the track go viral. Like if I were singing Beyonce's songs, they would not be as big as they are. They're as big as they are because Beyonce is as big as she is. And that's that. So if Beyonce came to me and said she wanted one of my songs and I made the beat and I wrote the song and she changed up a few of the notes and even a few of the words and she said she's going to add herself to the songwriter credits, go right ahead, girl, cuz you changed up some stuff. But if she adds herself to the songwriter credits and she sings it note for note, word for word, I would be a little put off by it, but at the same time, I would rather have that opportunity than to not. And I think that's what it is. Like some of these songwriters are way, way, way more established than I am. So they've been doing this for like 15, 20 years and they've been in the industry making their money and getting ripped off and stuff like that. So after you deal with it for so long, you're no longer a newbie. You're no longer hurting for somebody to help you out and give you a songwriting deal. You're no longer hurting for that because you're where you want to be. It makes sense to not want people up in your pockets taking your stuff. It's almost like you're at work and your coworker takes credit for half of the work you did or 25% of the work you did, or even a group project. You go home and do it all by yourself and then your whole group stands up there saying, yeah, I participated. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. But time will tell. It's time for me to get to writing and uploading some songwriting videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.